Hi guys, I hope you're all alright. So today I wanted to video something a little bit different. I know I usually do a vlog, but today instead of doing a vlog, I have been thinking a lot about something that I find really important that a lot of people need to know. And I know it is a really hard subject and it will be uncomfortable and upsetting for many people, but I promise you, please stick towards the end because there's a really important message that people need to hear about. So, as we all know, on the 22nd of May 2017, thousands of people turned up to go watch Ariana Grande perform on stage live, and it was an event that many people had a shared interest in, whether it was music or whether it was Ariana Grande, and it was a family event where strangers who don't know each other were able to come together and celebrate and have a good time. And there were people of all ages there. There were children, there were brothers, sisters, mothers, fathers, aunties, uncles, cousins, best friends. There were so many different ages, and they'd all gathered in one place. But considering this was supposed to be a nice time out and something fun for the family to do, it was destroyed by somebody who was a suicide bomber, and they thought that killing innocent people and frightening and scaring everybody else and making people fear for their lives, people like that find it proud to do something like that, and I don't understand how anybody would want to end someone's lives in this way. And it's so hard to see the videos of people running and screaming for their lives, cowering over their young to try and protect them, and those who had to say goodbye to family and friends that shouldn't have lost their lives like this at this event. And it's something that a lot of people would think that wouldn't happen to them, and I know it's hard to believe at first, but it does happen, and it is happening a lot more often. And I found that it hit close to home a bit when you realise that people that you know were at this event, and you'd never imagine friends or family being in an area that had been targeted by monstrous acts of terrorism. But it does happen, and it's something that people need to be aware of more, and something needs to be done to stop it. Now, I know I said that this video comes with a message, and it does. Although it was a terrible, terrible time for thousands this day, there were so many acts of bravery and kindness from many people. For instance, people opened up their homes to those who needed shelter, and people gave up their cars for transport to get people away from the affected area. And they didn't know anybody, and they didn't charge any of these people. They did it out the kindness of their own hearts. And this happens a lot, and it's not just everyday people, it's even on a much bigger scale than this. Ariana Grande is performing a tribute performance to raise money for every single victim's funeral, and even though that is absolutely amazing and it's a great thing to do, she wouldn't be able to do it without all the help of you guys. It's you that turn up to these performances, and you are the ones that are supporting her to be able to help these people, and it's something amazing that I find that people can actually come together and even if they don't know each other, they are able to support one another in these such hard times. And as a result of this, it isn't just Ariana Grande performing anymore. There's many more people, such as Justin Bieber and Take That, and loads more people that are performing here, and that is down to the support that everybody has given one another. And I've seen all the gifts and the messages left by people in support to those affected in Manchester and to those who left their lives. And I even saw that when I went down with my sister 2 days ago at 7 o'clock at night, we went to go to our local pier down Cleethorpes seafront, and we saw loads of people writing beautiful messages on balloons and setting them off on the pier in the sky. And it's wonderful to see that even though we weren't the area affected, we are still supporting those in Manchester. And the same thing goes for London and Brussels and Paris. Through all these hard times, everybody has supported one another, and it's something that is a really special thing to happen, and it's something that will always keep everybody strong. And so if there is anything to learn from it, it's that everybody must stand strong, because at the minute ISIS and terrorists and all these terrorist organisations, they're trying to strike fear, they're trying to kill, they're trying to leave scars in people's lives. And I've seen the emotional scars and the physical scars that have been left in many people's lives by what's happened. They also want to try and divide us, and at the minute certain religions or races are slowly becoming divided, but that is a really big misinterpretation that people think. They think because of their certain race, if they are the same race as terrorists, or if they are from a similar religion, they are getting targeted as being the bad people, but that's not true. And there are many people that are of this race or religion that are lovely people and were really kind. And I know that other religions, such as Muslims, they were targeted at some points by people, and they're not bad. People think, because of this misinterpretation, they think that they are bad people, but they're not. I knew about Muslims and other religions that helped out during the Manchester attack, and if it wasn't for them, then they may not have been able to have a happy ending for certain other people that they helped out. So they do amazing things, and everybody does. So the message from this video, which I hope everybody will share on, is that no matter what race, religion, age, ethnicity, sex you are, as one, as a group in humanity who will not stand for this terrorism, I ask you to all stand up and carry on supporting one another as you are. If you see anybody supposedly being left out of our humanity circle, or if you see people being divided out, tell people the misdirection that they're having, because as long as we all stand together, as long as we all stand tall and support one another, we will always be 10 times stronger and 10 times more powerful than ISIS or terrorists will ever be towards us, because they want to scare us and they want to hurt us. And supporting one another is something that will get us through each and every attack that they try and put onto us. So I ask you all to stay strong, and I thank you all for taking the time to watch this video, and please share this on so that everybody hears the message, because it's something that everybody needs to hear about, and it's something that may build closer bonds between people instead of turning each other away. So please share, and I hope you all understood and enjoyed the video and the message that came with it. Bye.